We talk some about chief gear and charms. Um, if you are free to play or a low spender, it's really, really important that you have a plan um, early on in the month of what you want to upgrade during SVS, and that you concentrate on acquiring the materials that you need to do those upgrades. This game is designed to get you to spend money, and they are constantly offering things to buy. And you don't want to be sucked into, oh, this is only 99 cents, so I'm going to buy it. Because those 99 cents and those $4.99 and those $9.99 deals, like they really add up. Like here I bought one of the 50, $149, $4.99, $9.99, and $19.99. And it's a fun game. You want to do well. It's super easy to just drop money and not really pay attention. So at the beginning of the month, look at what you have and decide where you want to go. Now, for chief gear and charms, some of the same rules that we have in our hero gear also apply here in our chief gear. So we want our chief gear, which focuses on infantry attack and infantry defense. We want that to be high. We want our infantry to be a wall that and have really high defense, so that our marksmen and lancers can go in and do their job. So you can see here that my infantry is T1 2 stars and T1 1 star. This next SVS, one of the first things I'm going to do is upgrade the pants to T1 2 stars so that they are the same. We ideally want them to be as close as possible. When you're looking at your infantry gear, you want both pieces to be mirror each other as far as their height. Like we wouldn't want this to get up to like T3, right? We wouldn't want it to get up here to T3 and then the pants still be down here at T1. We want them both to be T1 2 stars and then T1 3 stars, and then we want to go back and forth, upgrade the jacket and then upgrade the pants, and then upgrade the jacket and then upgrade the pants. And then you'll notice that the chief gear for the infantry is T1, but the marksman gear is just legendary 3 stars. So I want my chief gear for my marksman to be ideally one step below my infantry. It's not right now. I'm playing catch up. I did not focus on chief gear and charms early on when I started playing. I kind of neglected it, and so now I'm having to play catch up. But you see that both pieces of my marksman gear are 3 stars, legendary 3 stars. This next SVS, I don't know that I'm going to touch it. I'm trying to cut back on how much I spend on the game. So I probably won't touch this next SVS, because if you come up here to Lancer gear, you'll see that the little hat thing is legendary 2 stars, and then this is legendary 1 star. So what my plan is, again, I want this to be 2 stars so that it's the same. So my plan is to upgrade this to 2 stars upgrade this to 2 stars, and then if I have some additional chief gear supplies, then I'll go in and upgrade my marksman gear and try to get it to T1. So, you want your infantry, those poor lancers, they don't get the love and attention that they should probably get, but you want them to be pretty close to your marksman gear all the time, and then you want your infantry gear to be a couple levels above, because again, you want it to be a really strong wall. Now for charms, it's different, because charms add lethality, and we know that our marksmen are delicate little flowers, so we want them to have an increase in health, but they are also killing machines, so we want them to have an increase in lethality. So we want our marksman charms to be the highest of any of the other pieces of gear. We want, so you'll see here, my marksman charms are both at 8, 8, 7. So that's that. And you can't even tell I clicked over to the other piece because they're identical, right? And again, we want the right side and the left side to kind of mirror each other. You want to bring them both up at the same time. Now, if we look at my infantry, you'll see that it's 776. So it is one step below my marksman. Right? This is 887 and this is 776. And again, we want them to have some lethality, but they're the wall. Where for infantry, we really want our chief gear to be, what makes them stand out. And then our lancers are also, we want them to kill as well. And so they are 2 steps behind my marksman gear. And, but again, it's 666 on that side and 666 on this side. And when I go to bring them up, I will, bring I'll bring this one up to 7, and then I'll come over here to the other side and I'll bring that one up to 7. And you can't see that, but, again, we want the lancers and the marksmen to have higher lethality. Now, I am making up time, and my lancer heroes have had pretty high stats. So I have focused less on my lancer gear than you might need to, because my lancer hero was really strong. I have now caught up where my infantry is stronger than my lancers, and my marksmen are now stronger than my lancers. So I've kind of neglected my lancers the last couple of SVSs because I needed to catch the other 2 up, and now I have. So if we go and look at my heroes, you see my lancers now at the end. If we look at their gear, they're both 79, and so I've been slowly increasing the infantry and hero gear for both my heroes and my chief gear. So now they're actually a little behind. So for my lancer charms, I will want to bring these all up to 7. So depending on how much I have at SVS, I will bring these up to 7. So both of them are at 7 ideally. And then I would probably bring this up to 8, both sides, and this up to 7, both sides for infantry. And then for the charms. And then And then the next time I will probably bring my marksmen up to 9, and then I would bring my lancers up to 8, and then I would bring my infantry up to 8. So for charms, for lethality, we want our marksmen to always be in the lead. We want it to be a couple of steps ahead of infantry and maybe one step ahead of lancers. Mine is currently a little off. I'm almost 2 full steps ahead of my lancers. My marksman charms are. But again, I'm catching up and building back up. So anyway, that's how you do chief gear. And I didn't talk about it, but once you hit a certain level, and I think it's once you hit legendary on at least one piece of equipment, you are going to be required to have lunar amber. But you are also going to be able to exchange materials. So, if you have a lot of hardened alloy, you can exchange it for polishing solution or design plans. And then design plans are the only thing you can exchange for lunar amber. So whenever you're collecting stuff, you really want to make sure you have a lot of design plans as you get towards legendary, because you will need to start exchanging that for lunar amber. And it takes 10 pieces of design plans to do 1 lunar amber. So it doesn't take long. Let's see how many. So I could get 17 pieces of lunar amber for the number of design plans I have right now. And you can see that each step takes 2. So it wouldn't take long to burn through 17 pieces of amber. And when you get to T1, it takes 3 pieces of amber. So you really want to get a lot of design plans and have a lot of design plans built up, so that when you finally get to legendary and you start having to use the lunar amber, that you have enough to convert. So and then charms, I'm not there yet, but when we get to level 11, then we will have an exchange. When I get one of these up to level 11, I'll have an exchange option here, and the requirement for design plans will shift from being very charm design heavy to being very charm guide heavy. But again, the higher you move up, the more you are required to have. So even though it looks like I have like a lot of charm guides, by the time I get to level 11, I'll burn through these charm guides pretty quickly, especially if I have to exchange any of them for charm designs. So, so, you want to be thinking about that as you're saving up and looking at what you want to build up. If I were to go back and redo my city and start over from scratch, I would, instead of building up my hero gear several levels, across all the heroes, I would say okay, this time I'm going to focus on infantry, and I would build up some of my infantry gear, and then I would come and build up my infantry gear here, and I would try to do it where I build up one troop type's equipment, like my marksmen go up one charm step both sides, and my infantry goes up one chief gear step both sides. And that's how I would do it in order for me to have like a really well balanced offense and defense. But that was my rookie mistake. I didn't know what I was doing. I kind of winged it, and I focused really heavily on heroes. So let me know if you have any questions.